Installing a plug-in electric heater on a direct-to-home satellite dish powered by a fused 24-volt transformer is possible, provided safety precautions and compatibility are considered. Before commencing any electrical work, it is essential to prioritize safety by disconnecting the power supply to the satellite dish. This should be done at the breaker or fuse box to ensure no live current is present during the installation. Next, identify and disconnect the 24-volt transformer that provides power to the satellite dish. This involves carefully detaching the wiring connections while noting their original configuration for reconnection later. The next step involves physically mounting the electric heater onto the satellite dish. Determine the optimal location for the heater, ensuring it is positioned to effectively distribute heat across the dish surface. Utilize the mounting hardware provided with the heater, securely fastening it to the dish without causing any damage. Now, reconnect the 24-volt transformer to the satellite dish. Pay close attention to the polarity of the connections, matching the positive and negative terminals correctly. Incorrect polarity can lead to malfunction or damage to the equipment. After the transformer is reconnected, plug the electric heater into the transformer's power output. Ensure the connection is secure and stable to prevent accidental disconnections. Restore the power supply to the satellite dish by switching the breaker or replacing the fuse of the electrical panel. With the power restored, thoroughly test the electric heater to verify its functionality. Observe if the heater is generating heat as expected, and monitor the satellite signal strength to ensure the heater is not interfering with reception. Additional notes to consider. Firstly, it is crucial to use a heater specifically designed for satellite dishes. These heaters are engineered to operate safely and efficiently in outdoor environments, and they are designed to minimize interference with the satellite signal. Secondly, ensure that the heater's wattage does not exceed the transformer's capacity. Overloading the transformer can lead to overheating, damage, or even fire hazards. Refer to the transformer's specifications to determine its maximum wattage rating and select a heater with a compatible wattage. Thirdly, carefully follow the manufacturer's instructions for both the heater and the transformer. These instructions provide specific guidance on installation, operation, and maintenance, ensuring optimal performance and safety. And finally, if you are not comfortable performing electrical work, it is strongly recommended to hire a qualified electrician. Electrical work can be dangerous if not performed correctly, and a qualified electrician has the knowledge and experience to ensure the installation is done safely and in compliance with local electrical codes. By following these steps and adhering to safety precautions, installing a plug-in electric heater on a satellite dish can be accomplished effectively. The purpose of these heaters is typically to melt snow or ice that accumulates on the dish, which can degrade the satellite signal. The heater helps to maintain a clear signal during inclement weather. To elaborate on the safety aspects, it's important to understand the potential risks involved in electrical work. Electrical shocks can cause serious injury or even death, so it's crucial to take precautions to prevent them. Always disconnect the power supply before working on any electrical components, and use insulated tools to further minimize the risk of shock. Also, inspect all wiring and connections for any signs of damage or wear. Replace any damaged components before proceeding with the installation. When selecting a heater, consider its energy efficiency. Look for models that are designed to minimize energy consumption while still providing adequate heat output. This can help to reduce energy costs and minimize the environmental impact of the heater. Furthermore, it's essential to ensure that the heater is properly grounded. Grounding provides a path for stray electrical current to flow safely to the ground, reducing the risk of electrical shock. Check the heater's grounding connections and ensure they are properly connected to a grounded electrical circuit. Another important consideration is the placement of the heater. Position the heater in a location where it will not come into contact with flammable materials such as dry leaves or vegetation. Clear any debris from the area around the heater to minimize the risk of fire. Also, avoid placing the heater in a location where it could be easily damaged by weather or other external factors. Regular maintenance is also essential to ensure the safe and efficient operation of the heater. Inspect the heater periodically for any signs of damage or wear, and clean it regularly to remove any accumulated dirt or debris. Also, check the wiring connections to ensure they are tight and secure. If you notice any problems with the heater, such as overheating or malfunction, disconnect it immediately and consult a qualified electrician for repair. In addition to the steps outlined earlier, it's also important to consider the local electrical codes and regulations. These codes specify the requirements for electrical installations in your area, and it's essential to comply with them to ensure safety and legality. Contact your local building department or electrical inspector to learn more about the applicable codes and regulations. The transformer's role is to step down the voltage from the main supply, typically 120 volts in North America, to the 24 volts required by the satellite dish and heater. The transformer should be rated for sufficient power to handle both the dish and the heater simultaneously. The fuse in the transformer circuit is a safety device that protects against overloads and short circuits. If the current exceeds the fuse's rating, the fuse will blow, interrupting the circuit and preventing damage to the transformer and connected equipment. When reconnecting the transformer, it's vital to ensure that the wiring is properly insulated and protected from the elements. Use weatherproof connectors and enclosures to prevent moisture from entering the connections, which could cause corrosion and electrical problems. The heater's mounting hardware should be made of durable, weather-resistant materials to withstand the harsh outdoor environment. Stainless steel or aluminum are good choices for mounting hardware, as they are resistant to rust and corrosion. The heater itself should be designed to withstand exposure to rain, snow, and ice. Look for models that are rated for outdoor use and have a waterproof enclosure. When testing the heater, use a multimeter to measure the voltage and current to ensure they are within the specified ranges. This can help to identify any potential problems with the heater or the transformer. If the heater is not producing enough heat, check the voltage to ensure it is within the specified range. A low voltage can indicate a problem with the transformer or the wiring. If the current is too high, it could indicate a short circuit or an overload. In this case, disconnect the heater immediately and consult a qualified electrician. It is important to emphasize the potential dangers of working with electricity and the importance of taking precautions to prevent accidents. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it's always best to hire a qualified electrician to perform the installation. An electrician has the training and experience to safely and correctly install the heater, ensuring that it is properly grounded, wired, and protected from the elements. The electrician can also inspect the existing electrical system to ensure it is adequate to handle the additional load of the heater. In some cases, it may be necessary to upgrade the electrical panel or wiring to accommodate the heater. The electrician can also provide guidance on selecting the right type of heater for your specific needs and budget. In addition to the safety aspects, it's also important to consider the environmental impact of the heater. Electric heaters consume energy, which can contribute to greenhouse gas emissions. To minimize the environmental impact, choose a heater that is energy efficient and use it only when necessary. Consider using a timer or thermostat to control the heater's operation so it only runs when it's needed to prevent ice or snow buildup. You can also consider using a renewable energy source, such as solar power, to power the heater. This can significantly reduce the environmental impact of the heater and save you money on your energy bill. Installing a plug-in electric heater on a satellite dish can be a relatively simple project, but it's important to take precautions to ensure safety and prevent accidents. By following the steps outlined earlier and consulting with a qualified electrician if necessary, you can safely and effectively install a heater that will keep your satellite dish free of ice and snow, ensuring a clear signal during inclement weather.